It is finally time for a closet clear out. In the last couple of months, I went through a bunch of different pieces of my clothing and altered them to fit me, but I still wake up in the morning, put on a pair of pants, and they are tighter than I would like. It's not the best feeling to wake up to, so I want to go through my entire closet, and anything that does not fit right now, I will get rid of. So the way I'm going to be going about this is I will do every single category by itself. So I will first try on all of my dresses, then all of my t-shirts, and so on. When I put them on, I decide, do I want to keep this or do I not want to keep this? And then that will be two different piles. And then at the very, very end, I will go through everything that I don't want to keep. And I look at every single piece of clothing and I will make a very conscious decision as to where that piece should go. So if I want to give it to a sibling, a friend, if I want to sell it, if I want to donate it, what makes sense for that specific piece, maybe even an alteration going forward, but that is going to be my approach. Let's first go through my dresses. Number one, hand me down from a friend. I wear this all the time, any season, definitely a keep. Number two, I specifically looked for this dress and bought it on Vinted. It is perfect for hot summer days. I wish the cups were a little bit bigger, but I still do love it, wear it a lot, so keeping this. Number three, this one's an upcycling. I only wore it once this summer because the issue it has is it stretches over time and then it gets a little bit sketchy on the sides. I think it could be fixed by adding a lining. It's not that important right now though. I like it as is. I do wear it as is. So I'm going to keep it for now, and maybe in the future it will get changed a little bit. Number four, was looking for a dress like this for ages, thrifted it in Milan, altered it to fit me perfectly. It has really wide seam allowances, so if I ever need to let this out a little bit more, I can. Definitely keeping this. Number five, when I bought this, it was longer on me. Now it is too short for me to feel comfortable wearing it day to day, so I don't. This is going to go. Number six, I regret buying this dress because it doesn't actually fit exactly the way I would like it to, but it is perfect for lounging around at home in summer, so I'm keeping it. Number seven, the person making this and the person getting dressed in the morning are two different people. I've worn it once. I like quirky, fun outfits that are just easy to put on, but I don't gravitate to this one, so probably letting this one go. Number eight, I love this dress. I made it myself. It used to have a low back, kind of like here. It does not sit that low anymore, therefore it kind of fits awkward everywhere else. It just doesn't fit anymore, so I'm letting this one go. Number nine, this one's bittersweet. I made this from Old Tablecloths a couple of years ago. I love it. I have since then already upsized it once, but it is once again a little too small for me, and the issue I have with it is the front is not giving enough room for my chest, so it kind of pulls me forward, and then at the end of the day, my back kind of hurts. The reason I say bittersweet is because I already have a person in mind for this, and I know she would love this dress, so I'm happily letting this one go. Number 11, this is an 80s prom dress. I absolutely love it. There is still a little bit of room to let it out. I actually just altered it very recently to fit me again. I love it. I don't wear it super, super often, but it is definitely a keep. Next up will be my pile of t-shirts. This is t-shirt number one. It is a very basic piece that I wear a ton, especially in winter for layering. I don't like to use pieces with a print for that because then that print washes out quicker, and solid color pieces are some that I don't care how often I wash them. This is a keep, not great quality, but it's comfy. Same with this, comfy, cozy, good for layering, and just lounging around at home. This one I've had since I was around 8, but I like to use it as a baby tee whenever I'm feeling having a tighter top. So also a keep. Thrifted this on my trip to Canada. I love the bright color, the embroidery. It's perfect. Wear it all the time. Keeping. I've had this for years. I like the bright colors. I wish it were a little bit more boxy for it to kind of look like it was supposed to be boxy, but I'm keeping it. It's especially good for winter because it's very, very thick. This is the perfect oversized t-shirt. I am never getting rid of this. Another baby tee. I was about to say that I love these for layering, but this one has actually gotten a little bit too tight on the arms, so I am getting rid of this. Comfy, cozy, don't wear this enough. Keeping it though. I love the print on this. Sadly, it faded a ton just after one wash, so I don't know how many more washes it'll survive, which is why I don't tend to actually wear this because I'm too scared the print will wash out, which is kind of dumb. So should wear this more, keeping it. Another baby tee. This one is a little bit looser around the arms. I'm going to keep it and see how I feel about it wearing it in winter with layering and everything, but if it does turn out to be uncomfortable, I will then get rid of it. Thrifted as a souvenir, perfect for layering, a little bit looser and more comfortable than the other tight ones, keeping this. Love this one, need to wear it more, keep. This one's a weird one because it's made from French terry, so kind of sweatshirt material, so there's very specific days where you can wear this to be warm and also cool enough, but I also love to pair it with pants like these that have no pockets because then I can just put my phone in the shirt. This one's very comfy, basic, and holds a lot of nice memories, so definitely keeping it. Another baby tee for layering. This one's comfy, keeping it. Up next are pants, including jeans. Number one, I thrifted these. I love them. They don't have any pockets, which absolutely sucks, but aside from that, I love them and I'm keeping them. Number two, I made these myself. They have a matching jacket. I upsized these in the middle of gaining weight, and now they just don't fit anymore, so I'm getting rid of them. I thrifted these. They're the only high-waisted pair of jeans that I have and that fit me, so I'm most certainly keeping them. I recently made these with a matching vest. They fit great. They are perfect for summer. They're very light and airy. I am certainly keeping these. I love these. I changed them from a paperback to a regular waistband, and since then I've been wearing them a ton, and I was going to keep them, but putting them on just now, I noticed that the crotch is essentially gone, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to mend them or make something else from them. I made these a couple of years ago, coined them the ultimate Bertina pants, and then they started fitting like this about a year and a half ago. I upsized them, I gained more weight, and now we're here again, and I think sadly it is time to actually finally let these go. I will never be able to find this fabric again, and I love it. I think the pattern is so fun, so bright, so colorful. This is most certainly the one that hurts the most. These are super low quality. I thrifted them for like €3 when I started gaining weight. They were perfect for that phase of my life. They don't fit anymore, and I'm letting them go. These were hand-me-down from a friend. They also served me well when I started gaining weight, but once again, they are not big enough anymore, so I will also let these go. These are one of the oldest sewing projects on this channel. Back then, they fit quite oversized. Now they actually fit kind of perfectly. I wish I was an overall person, but I just find them too inconvenient. I do not wear these often whatsoever, but with how few pants I'm keeping, I will be keeping these, especially for winter, because they're corduroy, so they're a little bit warmer. I don't have a ton of skirts, but let's go through them. Number one is a combo of a slip skirt and this maxi skirt. I did not wear them once this entire summer, but I also really wasn't feeling skirts this summer. I will keep them because they're actually quite fun, and I do see myself wearing them in the future. Next up is this tennis skirt. I've been wanting a tennis skirt for years. Finally thrifted it about 2 years ago. I have already worn it a couple of times playing tennis. I also just wear it in general on a very, very warm summer day, so it is perfect. I'm keeping it. Next up is the skirt to match the vest. It is a tiny bit tight. I'm going to keep it, and I will see if I can let it out a little bit. And now let's go through all of my vests. When people talk about a basic outfit and they say jeans and a t-shirt, for me, the basic outfit is vests and some flowy pants. Number one, this one I just recently altered. I'm definitely keeping it. This fabric is so incredibly soft. I have a matching shirt and also a pair of pants that I'm currently working on altering. I love this vest. It fits perfect. I'm definitely keeping it. This one I got as a hand-me-down from a friend because she wasn't wearing it anymore. I wear it back to front, and it is probably my favorite piece in my wardrobe. I already checked if I can thrift it in other colorways, but the only colorways I could find were gray and navy blue, and I know I wouldn't wear those, so unfortunately, brown is the only one I have. I recently altered this one. Since then, the fit is a little bit different than it used to be, so everything's just a little too far inward for my taste, but I do still very much like it, and it is incredible quality. I am going to keep wearing it, so it is a keep. I made this one a couple of weeks ago with some matching pants. I love the set. The issue I have with it is I pre-washed the fabric so it wouldn't shrink, but then I used a random muslin I had laying around for the lining, and that one I did not, in fact, have pre-washed, so that one shrunk. So now, number one, my upper fabric is larger than the bottom, which is fine with this type of fabric because it's textured anyway, so you can't actually tell, but in general, the vest got a tiny bit tighter than I would have liked. So potentially at one point in time, one day, I will switch out the lining, but for now, it is perfect and I'm keeping it. It's fine. Let's declutter all of my shirts and blouses together. Number one, I made this one myself. I absolutely love it. I love how it can just upgrade any outfit you might be wearing. Certainly keeping this. This one is the perfect oversized shirt. It is cotton and iron free. I thrifted it for around €3. Definitely keeping it. But in case any of you have tips on how to get rid of discoloration around the neck, please share them down below. This one was a sample from work that I cropped myself. Back then, it fell a little bit lower, which I preferred. Now it is a tiny bit too short for my liking. I am going to keep it though. Once in a blue moon, I do actually wear it, and I don't think I should be getting rid of it because it's still a perfectly fine shirt. The exact same goes for this one. I actually love where the sleeves end on me, so this, in my opinion, is the perfect short sleeve shirt. This is the only silk piece that I own. I thrifted it, and it feels so amazing. I definitely need to wear this more. This one I made myself. I love the pointy collar. I have a matching pair of pants and vest, so I'm definitely keeping it. This was an upcycling project. I really love it. I have a matching pair of shorts and I wear them a lot in summer, so I'm keeping this. I made this one forever ago. I still wear it for layering once in a while, so I am keeping it. This one I'm unsure about and I have a problem with. I love the fit of the blouse. I love the way that it drapes. I love that it does not wrinkle. I also love the little Winnie Pooh I added to it. It is 100% synthetic and I wear it for 5 hours and I can smell myself. So I don't tend to actually reach for this shirt. So I'm going to keep it for now, but I'm planning to replace it with a cotton iron-free shirt in the future. This one is the perfect crop shirt. I actually really like it in combo with this skirt. I am keeping it and I am going to try to wear it more often going forward. Another sample that I cropped from another workplace. I thought this was going to be perfect, kind of have that linen feel in summer cropped shirt, but the issue is I do not iron and the collar doesn't have any interfacing or anything in it, so this is what it looks like 90% of the time, and I have not reached for it in probably 2 years or even more. This right here is an upcycling that I did recently. I absolutely love it. And I am definitely going to be keeping it and probably going to be making a couple more of these in the future. Blazers and kind of like light jackets. Number 1, phenomenal quality, thrifted this for very cheap. Definitely keeping it. Number 2, the matching pants sadly don't fit anymore, so I will be letting go of the pair. Number 3, I like to wear this when lounging around at home or also when going on a run when it is colder weather, so I'm going to be keeping this. This one looks very tiny on top of the shirt, but without the shirt and with just a short sleeve shirt underneath, it's totally fine. I love this. It has matching shorts. The set is incredible. I don't wear it super, super often because I sometimes struggle to find the right weather to wear it, but I'm not getting rid of this. This one is a hand-me-down from my aunt. I am going to be keeping it to see if I wear it running this fall or winter, but if I do not, I might be letting it go. I thrifted this one. I love that it's boxy, but the sleeves are kind of short enough for me to not drown in it. I'm keeping it. Here's the most me blazer that I have. It was a hand-me-down from a friend's grandma, if I remember correctly. I love this blazer. Don't wear it that much because it is so oversized, but I think now it's not as oversized as it used to be, so I'm probably going to be wearing this a bunch this winter. And lastly, this one is my favorite one to go running in, so I'm definitely keeping this. Up next are shorts. First up, these ones. I have a matching blazer. I made them both myself. I'm definitely keeping them. Next up are these. They are perfect for lounging around at home. I also have them in mint. I'm going to be keeping both of them. Next up are these. These are originally pajama pants. I haven't worn them in quite a while because I actually thought they didn't fit, but they do. Also, I love the print, and I'm absolutely a person who would wear this out. So I'm definitely going to keep that in mind in the future. These go with a shirt. I love them. I have an elastic in the waist, but it is super weak and essentially dead. Like, it's pretty useless whenever I add my phone. They just ride down a lot. So they will be going onto the alteration pile, but I am going to keep them. These ones I made for my sister ages ago. She gave them to me because they don't fit her perfectly. So I am going to keep them actually, and I will alter them a little bit to fit me. These ones I very recently purchased on Vinted, but they were a complete fail, and I am going to be letting these go once again. The pockets are not deep at all, and also they didn't used to be the size. They used to be quite a bit smaller in the waistband and had very deep pleats in the front, and someone altered them to make the waistband bigger. They kind of let out the pleats, but not fully, which makes them kind of look very strange and stretched out in the front. So I would be letting these go. And lastly is this pair of shorts, which I also recently purchased on Vinted. I actually really like them. I don't like the fact that they come out of the laundry crinkled up, and I'm debating whether I should shorten them a bit so they hit right above my knee instead of below it, because currently I find the length to be a little bit awkward. I live in sweatshirts in winter, so let's go through them. Number 1, I thrifted this one. I love it. I live in this in winter. I'm definitely keeping it. Number 2, this one is a hand-me-down from my boyfriend's dad. I love it. I love the fact that it's a little bit shorter because it has that 80s length to it. I am going to be keeping this one as well. Talking about shorter, this one is the only cropped sweater that I have. I made this myself. I haven't been wearing it a lot because I haven't been wearing a bunch of high-waisted things in winter especially, because most of my jeans that fit have been more mid-rise. I am holding on to it though because I think going forward I might wear a couple of more high-waisted pants. I'm planning on making a few in the upcoming weeks. Thrifted this, love it, we'll keep it. Another one that I thrifted, I actually altered this one to make the sleeves longer. There is a video about that on my channel already, but I love it. I wear it a ton and I'm definitely keeping it. This is a sample that I got gifted to me at the end of an internship, so it is a very important sweater to me, first of all. Second of all, I did get some stains on it very early on, which are still faintly there, which is quite annoying, but I do still love it. It's very comfy. It is one of the sweaters that I share a lot with my boyfriend, so I am definitely going to be keeping this one. This sweater I bought about 6 years ago, if I remember correctly. I love it. I love the fit of it. This is also the one that I used as a pattern for the cropped pink one, but I haven't been wearing it a ton, and I think that is because all of my winter pants, they tend to be jeans, they tend to be a solid color, and then I want to go for something more fun up top. So I'm going to maybe make myself some more fun warm pants so I actually wear this again. I'm definitely going to be holding onto it for now. If I don't wear it again this entire winter season, I'm going to be giving this to my mom because I know she really loves this one. And then I have the same one in yellow. I am also going to be keeping this one. This is the only hoodie that I own. I actually share it with my sister, so I always have it for a couple of months. Then she has it for a couple of months. I will be keeping this. I might give it back to her somewhat soonish. I haven't been wearing it a ton lately, but it's also just been too warm for it. We bought it in like an XXL, I believe, and I wish it was shorter, like boxy but shorter. So I might actually talk to her about whether I should take the hemline up a little bit. This one is a long sleeve that I got given by my boyfriend. I don't actually wear it a ton. I just do not reach for long sleeves. I'm going to see what happens this fall and if I wear it or not. Otherwise, I'll just officially give it back to him and put it back into his closet because I know he would actually wear it a lot more. But that is its current state. This is the only cable knit sweater that I have. My sister actually thrifted it. She didn't wear it. She gave it to me. But to be honest, I also don't wear it. I don't wear this color, so I will be letting this one go. I have several issues with this one. Number one, the sleeves are a little bit too short on me. Number two, I do like a rib at the bottom of my sweatshirts. And number three, I got paint on it. The paint on it also means that I can't really sell it. I also can't really donate it. So I need to be the one to figure out what on earth I'm going to do with this. It also, problem number four, is the exact same color as that other yellow sweater, and I would always be more likely to grab the other yellow. I'm thinking I might dye this one and add a wider rib to make the sleeves long enough. So it's definitely going to end up on the project pile. And now all I have left is a pile of random miscellaneous pieces that I've collected over the past couple of years. So a bunch of like little tops and this and that. I will be going through those in my own time because I'm getting very, very hungry. But just know those are also part of my closet. There's also quite a few pieces that you did not see because they're in the laundry, but anything that's in the laundry means that I actually wear it in my day-to-day. So there's no reason to look at that and go through it. But I will go through that pile by myself, and then I will be back with you with my little debrief with all the pieces I'm getting rid of and talking you through my process of how I decide what I'm going to be doing with them. Let's get into part two. What am I actually doing with the clothes that I am deciding to let go? Piece number one is this sweatshirt. I can't sell or donate this one because it has stains on the sleeves that will not be able to come out. So this I am going to try to dye. And if it turns out nice, I will then adjust the cuffs, make them a little wider so the sleeves are longer because they are also a little bit short on me. And then I will be able to wear this again. If it does not come out nice, this is going to be my new painting shirt because I don't actually have one in this apartment yet. Piece number two is this like bike racing suit. It's honestly just quite a bit too small. I'm going to see if I have a fabric that I could add into this to alter it and make it bigger, but I probably can't, so I might just use it as a pattern and just make a completely new one because I do actually kind of like the idea of this as a garment by itself. These shorts I also took out of my closet. I'm not letting them go. They are going to go onto the alteration pile. They just need a new elastic in the waistband. These jeans were hand-me-down from my friends. They no longer fit me, but they do still have quite a few wears left in them. They are not even close to being torn up in the crotch. So I am going to ask my brother's girlfriend if she wants them because I do believe they would fit her and that she would like the fit of them. So I'm happily letting these go because I know they're going to a new home. This right here is a very, very nice quality sweater. It is actually 100% silk, which I have never seen in a cable knit like this. I just don't wear it, so this one is going to be listed on Vinted. These right here were my absolute favorite pairs of pants. It is very, very hard to let these go. Usually what I would think is, can I give this to someone that I can think of? I think these are a little too bright and colorful for my sister. Can I sell them? I cannot sell them because they got a period stain on them. So I am going to probably be reusing this fabric and make a new favorite piece in my closet. Talking about that, Actually, it might be perfect to replace these two pieces. So these are two corset tops that I made years ago when I started making corset tops. Since then, I've made so many more. But I rarely ever wear this one, especially because it has these very big knots at the top, and so you can't really wear anything over it, like no jacket or anything, because that just gets uncomfortable. It also doesn't have any lining, so I am going to... This one is probably going to actually end up in the trash / rags, and then in the trash later on. It already was an upcycling project in the first place. And then this one right here, I am also letting go. I just really do not wear this anymore, especially the colors and everything. I'm going to wash it, give it an iron, ask my sister if she wants it. If she doesn't, I will list this one on Vinted. But I do want a new corset top for myself, just one that kind of fits my day-to-day now, especially color-wise, fit-wise, more. So I'm probably going to be making that from this fabric. This nightgown right here, I thrifted. I did get it with some stains on it, which I didn't even notice in the store when I got it. But because of that, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do with this. I can't think of anyone who would like to receive this, like friend, family, or anything. And I also don't really want to sell or donate it with those stains. So I'm going to have to figure out if I can think of something for that. This right here I love, but it has some issues. I didn't put the boning in properly, so it's wanting to kind of stick out in some ends, so it's a little uncomfortable. It is also a little too tight for me now. I want to remake this one as well. I don't think I'm going to be giving this to anyone or selling it because of the boning issues. I might deconstruct it, see if I can make a pattern. I don't think I have the sleeve pattern anymore. And then the fabric itself I'll use for smaller projects going forward. These right here are an alteration project. They just don't fit me perfectly. I originally made them for my sister. What I am going to do is I'll probably completely take these apart, recut the leg pieces because they need to be a little bit smaller, and then also change the waistband, make that a bit smaller, and then just sew it back together again. This right here is a sheer skirt that I made from a very, very small amount of fabric that was gifted to me. That was it was like a leftover fabric. And at the time already, it was difficult to get on over my head because it doesn't have a zipper on it. Now it does not fit anymore at all. I don't know yet about this one. I will either sell it on Vinted as is, or I'm going to think of something else to do with the fabric. It is synthetic though, so I always find it kind of difficult to work with synthetics because I don't really tend to wear them. These are tracksuit bottoms, which go with a matching jacket. That one I kept because I actually do wear it in winter to go running, but I always wear it with leggings. I never wear these. So I will be listing them probably on my Vinted for very, very cheap. And if they do not go on Vinted, then I'm going to donate them. This right here, very simple shirt that I made myself. I love the colors on it, but it is very synthetic, very sweaty, so I never tend to wear it. I'm going to once again try to list this for quite affordable on Vinted. This right here is a pajama top that was handed down to me by a friend, and I just really don't wear it that often, so I'm going to be letting this one go, affordable on Vinted. So here's my very professional one-take voiceover to make up for my mic turning off. Piece number one is a crop t-shirt that just no longer fits me. It is way too short, so I will be selling it on Vinted, and if it doesn't sell, I will donate it because it's still in very good condition. This red piece used to be a cardigan. I turned it into this top. I did wear it quite a few times for, I would say, like 2 summers or so. I wore it a lot, and now it just, once again, doesn't really fit right. It's quite a bit too short. I can't really donate or sell it because it's in pretty bad condition sewing wise. It's one of my very, very early sewing projects. I will ask my sister if she wants it. Otherwise, I will use it for rags or it will get thrown away in the end. And then this piece right here, I sewed myself. I just don't wear it anymore. I didn't wear it a ton to begin with. I don't wear it a lot anymore now. It is a piece that I think one should be able to try on in store. So therefore I will not be listing it on Vinted, but instead I will be donating it because that way you can just check the fit in the store. This right here is a dress that my sister gave me. She wore it a bunch. It originally had like another piece of fabric in the midsection that had colorful embroidered flowers on it. I changed that out for some black lace in hopes of using it for a nightgown. I just never wear it, so I will list it on Vinted or maybe even just reuse the fabric because I have an idea for it already. And then this piece I talk about a lot, but it is a very, very simple stretch, very short crop top that I made from a piece of fabric that really just was not any bigger than this. I wore it a lot during one summer. It now just really doesn't fit me that well anymore. It's another one of those pieces that I will be donating because I think it's important to try it on in store since it's a very specific fit and just is not as stretchy as one would expect. So I think trying it on in store is a good idea. Same for these shorts that I recently got on Vinted. I paid 20 euros for them, but they just do not fit the way I would like them to. And so I will be donating them. I also think that their fit is a little unexpected, but I do think that they could fit someone else quite well. So donation is the way to go on these because they're still in very good condition. And then next up is a very, very simple t-shirt. I thrifted it. I am going to sell it on Vinted for probably like 3 to 4 euros. This yellow set I made myself. I made it a couple of years ago. The fabric choice is not very good. Therefore, the fabric is really just not in the best condition anymore. And I do not want to sell it. I'm not going to sell it on Vinted. I also don't want to donate it. Number one, because of the fabric being in the condition that it is. Number two, because the fit is just very, very specific for my body type. I have quite a long torso, so they're very, very high-waisted. I'll ask my sister if she wants it because she has a similar body type, but otherwise I will be using it for rags and it will be going into the trash because the fabric just really isn't good quality anymore. These two scarves, very simply, I just don't use them. I have other scarves that I reach for, so these will also be leaving. I'm still considering listing them on Vinted, but I will probably just end up donating them. And then these jeans, they are a very, very cheap pair of jeans. They are not made well whatsoever. The reason I'm getting rid of them is, like I said, because they do not fit. I do like the fabric enough to use it again. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be cutting it apart, using it for solely the fabric. And thinking about that, I actually have a shirt that I parted ways with that I showed you earlier. And that shirt I am going to try to recreate in this fabric because it has a little bit of stretch. It will be slightly difficult though because the original shirt had a ton of stretch, so I'll have to see how I have to adjust the pattern for that. And then next up is this dress. I'm happily letting this one go. I love this dress. I am very sad I don't wear it that much anymore. But I got a very, very nice compliment on it about 2 months ago and was asked whether I could sew another one, but I didn't have time. I was working on my thesis, so I politely declined. But now that I am letting it go anyways, I know exactly who I'm going to ask if they would maybe want it as an addition into their closet. And then the next piece that I chose to get rid of was this little crop shirt. And honestly, I get very, very annoyed with the collar not laying flat. I could iron it beautifully, sell it on Vinted. That person wears it once, washes it once, and will never wear it again. But I just do not want to do that. So I will be using the fabric itself. It's like a very simple muslin fabric. I use that for pocket linings all the time. And so therefore, even a small piece is usable for me. These pants right here, absolutely love them. I walked through them in the crotch, so the fabric is essentially disintegrating. So I need to mend them, which means reinforcing them with another piece of fabric on the inside, preferably one that has the same color. Now, originally these pants were paper bag pants, and I changed the waistband of them, which was a much simpler fix than I thought it would be. And from that, I still have the belt left over since paper bag pants usually come with belts. So I will be seam ripping that belt open, which will give me quite a big piece of fabric to reinforce that area of the pants, so they will last me probably a couple of months longer, but I don't know how long they will actually end up in the end. We will see. And if it doesn't work, or once they die again in a couple of months, I can always just reuse the fabric from the legs for another project, because at the bottom of the legs, they're still very much fine. The next thing is this very simple, short blue dress. I wore it probably for 2 summers, and now it just doesn't fall the same on me anymore. It hits quite a bit shorter, and since it's a very like wide dress and not tight, that shortness is just too short for me personally. It is still in really, really good condition, so I'm going to be listing it on my Vinted, and as with everything on my Vinted, if it doesn't sell, it will get donated. But it is one that the fit is just, it's very straightforward, so therefore I think listing it on Vinted is fine. And then this red dress I made myself from a very limited amount of fabric. I love it. It's amazing. I also made the straps themselves myself. So they are just made from pieces of wire and beads, all of them individually connected by me. If you pull too hard on a strap, if you get caught on something, they might disconnect those pieces. And so I didn't worry about that too much. But if I'm giving this dress to another owner, I have to fix that problem. So I will be taking some embroidery floss and going along essentially the entire strap through each bead and so on, so that the weight is actually on that embroidery floss, and that should work. Now, the dress itself, if I remember correctly, it has like 1 or 2 stains, very big area, faint stains. But because of that, I do not want to sell or donate it. I will ask, once again, my sister if she might like it, because I do believe she had it on once before and it fits her quite well. I think it's a really beautiful dress to have in your closet for maybe a wedding to go to or something like that. So I will ask her if she is interested in it. Otherwise, the fabric can definitely still be used for something. And then these shorts, recently thrifted them. I just don't like where they hit lengthwise, so I'm going to hem them, which means they are currently out of my closet, but once I've altered them, they're going back in there very soon.